Right. So I had a interesting idea, and I wanted to share it because um, I have this crazy idea, and it might actually be an answer to free energy. I'm not sure, but uh, I was trying this the other day. Let me just get a clean sheet of paper. Hang on a minute. Um, right, using with a rotary system, right? So I thought, what if you had two coils? Damn, this pad, what's wrong with it? All the perforations are sticking to the damn spring. Oh, the spring's gone rusty. That's probably what it is. I thought, what if... Sorry, I'm trying to get this camera right. How would I do this? Just a minute. My tripod is... so this is going to be upside down for you, but... Right, so let me get this... oh, damn, the lighting's terrible. Can I turn the torch on? Just a minute. Can I turn on the... Oops, my stand isn't working properly. Let me try. Just a minute. I'll just turn the torch on because... oh, that's better. Right, let me turn this around again. Okay, right, so... so I've got the torch on the phone. Right, so this is going to be upside down to you, so I'm going to have to swap it. I'm going to have to turn it around when I've drawn it. Right, so let's say you've got a rotary magnet system, right? You've got there's your rotor, right? And you've got a conventional magnet array, whatever you want. You can use some conventional thing. So let's say that you've got that south, that's north, right? Oh, this pen's a bit too thick, I know. Right, so what I was thinking of was, right, you've got two coils. Right, you've got your coils. You've got two coils, right? Okay, right. Are you with me so far? I'll make that a bit longer. Right, now, both these coils are going to receive an AC pulse from the magnetic field as the rotor is spinning, right? So this is spinning, right? But instead of taking AC from one coil or AC from the other coil, so let's say that we've got a coupling. We've got a core material in here, right? So the coupling is coming down and it triangulates to... So one coil is got one core, the other coil's got another core, right? The ends come together, right? So you got this core material that travels two different directions through your coils, right? But each coil has a capacitor across it, right? So we have a capacitor. Okay, and so I want your opinions on this. I'm drawing this because I want your opinions on this idea. Now, in order to get the AC power, we're going to take AC, we're going to take half the way from this coil, and we're going to take the other half of the way from that coil, right? Because the idea is that these two coils will negate the LENZ effect that's coming from the magnetic field. Okay, you get what I'm saying? So let's say you subtract the top half of the waveform from this coil, right? But nothing is being subtracted from this coil on that top half of the waveform. So when the field collapses on this coil, it's going to shunt around this core material back to the first coil, right? Instead of to the rotary system, because we have to use diodes here, right? Let's see, we've got a diode. Let's see. Now, obviously the field will collapse on the capacitor through the coil when on that half cycle is completed. So this one has a diode on that side, right? And on this side, we have a diode. It's upside down actually on here. Right, so right, is that on camera? Yeah. So, so we send that power. We have a let's see, these will be commoned up, these other ones, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. So we have another capacitor down here where we take our power from, and this is the common. Let's see, oh shit, I've done it wrong. Hang on, just a minute. Blah 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 blah. Right, shit. Right, that's negative, right? That's pulling, right? Just damn it, shit. Sorry about this. Right. Let me just get my scissors a minute. I've got an idea. Oh, I've got elastic bands coming off everywhere. I'm going to transplant across to the next sheet. I'm cheating a bit. So I'm going to draw onto the page below. So we have our capacitor. I'll draw the capacitor up here, right? So this diode is going to positive on this capacitor, right? This diode is going to negative, because that's a negative cycle, right? This is negative, so that's minus, and this is positive, right? Are you with me so far? Okay, so obviously if this is negative, then this one becomes high potential. This connection here becomes positive. So I have to draw this around on our fresh bit of paper that's around here to here, right, to complete the circuit. And so that's going up to positive, right? Now this other one is negative, so that one comes round. We'll have to jump this connection so we don't short out, right? So that will be, oh damn it, my pen. So we jump across to here, right? So you get what I'm saying, right? So think about it. I was thinking about it because we're only taking half the wave. Now I don't know if you've done tests. I've done a lot of experiments with this stuff, right? One thing I've noticed, right, whenever I've built a device, whenever you take half a wave out of a generator coil, you seem to have virtually no drag, right? And I always wondered about that. And I was always scratching my head thinking, how comes when I'm taking half wave power from a coil, it seems, you know, when you've got a bunch of coils on a generator and you're only taking half the waveform out, how comes it seems to work better than it does when you take full wave power out? So I was trying to work this out, and I thought to myself, maybe the two coils, the way I'm taking the power out, somehow back EMF is being sent to the other coil to cancel the lensing effect, the braking effect. And so I spent probably quite a long time thinking about this on and off, trying to figure out what's going on. So I just wanted to try and draw this out so that you could maybe try it yourself, because everyone could do this. If you've got a couple of coils, right, you got a coil and they're both matched, right, they're both identical coils, and as long as both coils are actually coupled through separate cores and the two cores come together to the magnetic rotor that's rotating, and provided that the lens effect from one coil is able to find a path through to the other coil, then in theory this should cancel each other out, right? So if one collapsing field is basically in attraction mode, right, and the other collapsing field is basically pushing or in repulsion mode, then that should shunt all the way back to that coil. You see what I'm saying? So we're only taking half the cycle from this coil. So we take the top half of the waveform from here, and we take the bottom half of the waveform from here. But you would think, oh well, the coils are going to saturate, right? Yeah, that's normally what happens, right? Normally coils will oversaturate, but not if you've got a capacitor across them, because what happens is when the field reverses, you have a shunt. So let's say the coil is saturated, right, and it's full of power. As soon as that magnetic field is removed, that power is going to find another path, and it's going to go through the capacitor, isn't it? Right? You see what I'm saying? So we have a circuit there for the capacitor. So the back EMF has a means of escaping through the capacitor, right? Anyway, I was thinking about this, and I honestly want your opinion on it because, as I say, I'm not a mathematician. I'm not very good at math, and it might be worth somebody else trying this out. Because, you would need to use metal film capacitors for fairly high frequencies, though. I would say 1 microfarad metal film, 1 microfarad metal film. The other reason for using metal film capacitors is because it's AC, right? You can't use electrolytics unless they're non-polar. You would need to use non-polarized capacitors. That is definite, right? When I built that anti-drag rotary system, when I'll show you anyway. When I built this thing, I had my circuit board on top with a bunch of delay lines and circuit. Sorry about the clutter. I'll just use it as I'm storing all my junk in there right now. But when I had all the all those delay lines up there, I observed some interesting behaviour with it, and there were times at certain frequencies, certain speeds that it had very little drag. But once you put a certain amount of load on it, I think that's when I actually I took too much power out of the. Oh, my phone is sinking. Hang on, I'll just tighten that up. So after a while, the if you take too much power out and discharge the capacitor too much, then obviously you've got work being done again to recharge the capacitor. But if you have a balanced system, then it should be regenerative. That's what I'm thinking. So we're taking half the wave out of here, half the wave out of there, but we're actually having positive coming to this output capacitor here, right? From that, and the other one comes around, jumps over, and completes the negative cycle. So this side of the circuit is one half wave, and this half of the circuit is the other half of the wave, right? You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, just have a think about it and leave a comment. Oh, I'm not sure if this is true, but I think a few years back, I think I set my channel so that only subscribers could comment. I'm not sure. Is that still happening? You'll have to let me know. Well, just subscribe and leave a comment, and then unsubscribe if you want. You know, do what you want. But I'm not sure, but I can't remember what I set my YouTube channel to. I'll have to go and check it sometime. Because the reason I did that was because I was getting a lot of trolls. You know, it's a way of stopping trolls from passers-by. You know, people coming back, leaving nasty remarks, and then clearing off. Obviously, I don't really value comments from people that don't hang around and don't look at what I'm doing and understand what I'm researching, and it kind of defeats the object if you're getting blind comments from. I mean, I was getting stupid things like, "Oh, have you tried this?" and I could have answered them and said, "Yeah, I did that a couple of years ago," and it was silly, really. You know, it's just pointless, really. People don't always read the manual, if you know what I mean, and they ask questions. It's just an expression. It's because the questions have already been answered in my experiments, and they haven't bothered to look, basically. Anyway, just have a think about this. I wish I could draw it a bit more tidier than this, but I use this crappy pen because the little ballpoint pen doesn't show up. It's a good on screen. Anyway, so that's an idea just popped into my head after a lot of thinking about this stuff. It just came to me tonight, and I thought, well, if I don't make a video about it, I'll forget by tomorrow. I'll probably forget about it again, so I thought I'd share it. Okay? Oh, I need to turn my phone around again. Let's turn this light out now. Right. Save my battery. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.